Hey y'all. Sorry I ain't been on here for a minute. I don't know if y'all can see me. Hopefully you can. I got this little air freshener thing that was in the way. I was just coming on here to say happy October 3rd, 2022. This month I'm quite sure the Grand Go Fast is already the 3rd, and it's like, dang, it just hit the 1st. This month is breast cancer awareness. I came on here to tell all the women and men that they should do a mammogram, and not only do a mammogram, women do a mammogram and men do a mammogram. And if you have family that you've been adopted and all that, and you don't know really your main biological parents, but you do know their names, but you don't know their history, I encourage you to do Ancestry.com. This is October, Halloween as well. So I believe that every holiday, Ancestry.com you get like a 50% off or 20% off. And I encourage you to go and see what your family has. If it's high blood pressure, low blood pressure, thyroids, any health serious deadly issue, I advise you to go get it checked. Any lumps that's not normal, please get it checked. Don't wait till the last minute. I've had an uncle who he had a lump on his neck on my dad's side, and he waited to the last minute, and when he was told to go check, it was already too late, and then he passed away. My mother, at 10 years old, was diagnosed with breast cancer. She was 32 years old. She had the lump on her breast. I was there when she got a mastectomy done. She had to get the breast removed. Then she had to get skin took off her leg onto her breast. She fought it for 7 years, and then she got tired. In 2006, I lost her. Then I had a grandmother who had it in 2019, and she beat colon. She beat breast cancer for the first time, and then it came back, and then it had started coming out on her skin, and she got her breast removed. They both got ports in their chest above their hearts that made them have breathing issues. What else? That happened, and then my grandmother passed away in 2015. So they passed away from their breast cancer because we don't have breast cancer in our family, but people in our family or friends had introduced them to smoking. So my mom had been smoking since she was in high school or college. I think it was either or. She had been smoking for a long time. And then my grandmother, she was smoking from her children being kids up till we came established. So if your family don't have cancer in the family, then I advise you to try to eat right. It's easy said than done. The burritos be looking good. Them tacos be looking good. All that good stuff be looking good. But not a lot of meat, not a lot of red meat is good for us either. Men, even though you don't have breasts, you still can get breast cancer. You can still get breast cancer, and I think 50 years old you start to get prostate. Like some of them get around that. So I just encourage everybody to do it. Some cities, I don't know about here. I haven't really did the research, but I know that I usually put on my Susan G. Komen outfit, and I'll go and do a 3 miles? 3 miles, but they call it a 30 walk. 30 miles walk. Something like that it's called. But it's for breast cancer. And usually they do that. Usually I'll wear pink all month to represent my mother and my grandmother. What else do I do? As far as diagnostic, some, depending on your hospital or your doctor, some of them do it for free. Sorry, that's the light switch. I don't know why that thing doing that. But some of your doctors do them for free, the mammograms. I know that when I was in California, they had a truck that used to like just pick certain areas that it was going to sit in, and then you would sit and you can go and get a free diagnostic. or you just let your insurance do it. But I really encourage you, if you're having pains in your chest, if you seeing knots that hasn't been there, if you just like just mainly get checked up, I encourage, because the earlier you can catch the cancer, the faster that it won't advance. And the way the world is now, we got so much different technology to where now, like back in the day when my mom and my grandmother was doing radiation and all of that, they used to have to go to a center, a cancer center, and get it done. Nowadays, they could send the radiation in a pill, the chemo in a pill. And I didn't know that. I was talking to one of my friends and she was telling me about that. Nowadays, you don't have to get the radiation and the chemo. It's either one or the other, and then you don't have to get it all in one day or all in 1 week or 2 or 3 weeks back to back. Like my mother and my grandmother, that's what they was getting. And so it had burnt their skin and everything. So, but if you get the pill, then you can get it to where 1 week you do the pill. 1 week you do it in your bloodstream. The next week you can rest. The next week, and I think that's what we need, because all of that, having all that chemo and stuff going, when you having all that chemo every 3 weeks, that tears your immune system down. Your immune system is going to only take so much. So I encourage everybody to, and if you got loved ones that is well and willing to go with you through your process, please let them go to the doctor so they can question the doctor, ask this, ask that. When my mother was going through it, I was 10 years old and she had nobody on her side. So when I finally did get back to my mom at 10, from 10 to like 15, I was by myself with my mom. And I didn't know, I was a kid. I didn't know, I just knew that I would take care of her wound and all of that, like I was asked to do, or the doctor would say, but I was the only one there. And so now that I'm older and know, like, okay, our immune system, this, that, and that, this is how this is supposed to be. I really wish that I was an adult to speak up, to talk to the doctors, because I never even talked to my doctors. I have 2 sisters older than me. They have never talked to the doctors either. So I don't even know what started it, how to go about lowering, not to do it, just to get the pill. And I didn't know about none of that till now. Well, all right. Well, that was for today. Have a good day. Bye-bye. If you're new, subscribe.